Welcome back. I'm back. You're back. Hey, we back. Welcome everyone to this episode on the Ultimate Sports TV, guys. The 2021 NFL Draft is officially over. It was a blast, but now let's get to some 2021 NFL Draft grades, guys. In each video, I'll be doing it by division. In this video, I'll be grading each team's draft in the NFC South, guys. But before I get to these NFL draft grades, please make sure you subscribe to the Ultimate Sports TV and go watch my other NFL draft grades by division, guys. But also, you gotta subscribe because this is the hot spot. Get lots and lots of time from the Ultimate Sports TV spot with NBA and NFL content. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join the TOS TV squad. Then when you're done with that, please like this video for me, share this video and YouTube channel, then comment down below your NFC South NFL draft grades down in the comment section below, guys. But now let's head to the ultimate board and NFL draft grade these NFC South teams. Let's get it. Alright, here are my NFC South draft grades. For the Falcons, I gave them a B. Bucks get a B-, the Saints get a C+, the Panthers get an A+. Now, you can't argue the Falcons' first pick in Kyle Pitts at number 4. Plays tight end, plays like a wide receiver. He's unstoppable. Adding Richie Grant to that secondary was a great move for the Falcons. I think he's going to be pretty good. And then Jalen Mayfield to be the future of that offensive line as an offensive tackle. I think that is a great pick there for the Atlanta Falcons. After that, there's nothing that really pops your eye in terms of them needing at the position, but I do think they had a pretty good draft in adding depth to their team. I'm giving them a grade B, and I would have liked to seen them add a running back, so that definitely keeps them out of the A tier, A-, A+. I don't think they were an A because they didn't pick a running back, but I will give the Falcons a grade B. Now for the Bucks, I give them a grade B-. Now their first pick, which was pick 32, was Joe Tryon. I like that pick. In a couple years, he's going to have to replace Ndamukong Suh or Jason Pierre-Paul. So I like that pick. I like Joe Tryon as a player, and I think he'd be good in that system for the Buccaneers. Now, Kyle Trask to replace Tom Brady in a few years. Now, I don't like Kyle Trask as a prospect. I don't think he's going to be that good in the NFL, but I like the smart idea there from Bruce Arians and the Buccaneers. Now, other than that, nothing really else pops your eye because the Bucks really don't have any other needs on their team. But they got Jalen Darden, they got KJ Britt, they got Chris Wilcox. Those are some good value picks for where they were in the draft. And when you know you're a team that doesn't have a lot of holes to fill and you still pick some good players, then I'm going to give you a pretty good grade, but there was nothing that was eye-popping. I'll give the Bucks a B, not B-. Now the Saints, I think they disappointed in this draft. I did not like what the Saints did in this draft here. With their first pick, they went Peyton Turner. I just don't think Peyton Turner was a first-round prospect. And when you have guys on the board like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who was on the board at the time, you have wide receivers like Terrace Marshall and Elijah Moore that were on the board at the time. You do not go Peyton Turner. When you have Marcus Davenport, you don't really need to pick a defensive end in the first round. There was talent out there that they needed, and they didn't go pick it. And then in the second round, they picked Pete Werner. He was not a second-round talent, in my opinion. They should have went and picked a wide receiver, and you wouldn't have had to pick Pete Werner in the second round if you just went and picked Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in the first round. So there were a lot of organizing issues with the Saints picks that I had for them, so I'm going to give them a C+. Hey, this may turn out to be something different in a few years, but I think there were better players available on the board, and they did not take them, and they did just in the beginning of the rounds, in the beginning of the draft, they just did not take the players that they absolutely needed as value picks. Now for the Panthers, I'm giving them an A+, guys. I really like the Panthers draft and what they did to really bump up that defense and surround Sam Darnold with all the pieces he needed. J.C. Horn is going to be a superstar corner. You add him to Dante Jackson and A.J. Boye. That's going to be incredible. Terrace Marshall, you add him to the receiving core that Sam Darnold has. That's going to be amazing. You add Brady Christian to that offensive line to really make sure you protect Sam Darnold. That's a pretty good pick. You add Tommy Tremble from Notre Dame, who was a pretty good tight end last year when the Panthers don't really have a tight end. That's a pretty good pick. You pick Chuba Hubbard from Oklahoma State University. That's a pretty good pick. And then the rest of the draft, they just pick guys to add depth. And I really like how they got the needs that they needed with the talent that came with it, guys. I think the Panthers picked strategically. They waited for what they needed, and I think they picked the talent with the needs that they really needed on their roster, guys. So I think the Panthers get a grade A+ because they had some eye-popping talent and really addressed the needs that they needed, knowing you have a quarterback in Sam Darnold that needs help and a defense that can still be blasted a little bit, and they did that in this draft, guys. But that's it for the NFC South, the draft grades, guys. I've got some more draft grades coming. This is Malik Hicks, aka the Ranker of the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you in my next one.